right, good morning. We are checking out today's markets. Overall market kind of on a little bit of a bounce here. Overall market kind of on a little bounce here. We might see some momentum today. We did have BMR make a massive move this morning from 2 to 6.8. So this is a really nice move here, pre-market right in the 7:30, 7:45 area in the morning Eastern time. So a lot of early traders got some nice action this morning. Kind of had a little bit of bounce. I did do some small trading on it. I'm actually red, $19.50. Small red. The trades were, I mistimed the dip. I thought we were going to see the break out here, and then I ended up stopping out down here. And then on this one, I got in. I was a little bit hesitant, but I got in maybe around 25, and I added a little bit too high, and then it pulled back for like a quick brief second, and I stopped out for a break even, and then it finally went here from 5:30 up to 6:30 without me. So that was quite unfortunate, but it's all good because it's only the start of the day. That trade does not need to define my day. I'm only small red. Pretty much is just, as Ross likes to say, water under the bridge. Just a small loss. In reality, I'm just trying to manage my risk. You know, the downside risk on something like this could be $1 a share, $1.50 a share. So always got to manage your risk on something that's already made a move from 2 to 6.8. So very nice move here, BMR. It's definitely kind of could be a forecast of what we could see here at the market open. And at the market open, we could see some really good momentum, which I am hoping for today. And after yesterday, we had a pretty decent move yesterday on a couple names. Yesterday, I did finish not too bad. I finished up maybe about $220. So nice, decent green on the day, decent green on the week. So, you know, staying very consistent for the month of May. So very nice to see here. I want to continue this streak. But you know, I'm not gonna put too much pressure on myself. That's usually when I end up overthinking things. So I'm just gonna trade the action that's there. If I end up, however I end up on the day, you know, make sure I'm managing my risk. Make sure, you know, if it's a hotter market, I'm leaning into that momentum, and however I end up on the day is however I end up. And not going to be, you know, too fixated on my P&L. That's one thing I want to definitely focus on a little more. Is just not focusing on that P&L as much, because that's very important. Once you start trying to trade your P&L, trying to get to a certain amount on the day, or trying to get back to a certain amount that you were at, that's when you start to take your winners too soon or cut your losers too late or too soon, and it kind of messes up your whole trading strategy that was able to make you profitable in the first place. And then you start to give back gains, the emotions come in, and then before you know it, you're walking down this slippery slope, and you're back down to break even or red on the day. And that's always the worst feeling ever. So we got to make sure we're disciplined, we're following our trading strategy at all times, and we're not trading our P&L. That's the most important part, not trading our P&L, but trading the chart, trading the momentum, trading the market sentiment. The market sentiment right now, if I could take a temperature of the market sentiment, it's definitely up there, a cooking temperature. It's up there, it's heating up. Not all the way super hot like it was back in the days of 2020 and 2021. I'm not saying we're buying every single breakout at max size and we're just going to print money every single time. I'm not saying you can buy every single dip and you're going to make money, but it is a hot market. So definitely find those A+ setups, and those A+ setups definitely have a higher chance of paying out than they did in a colder market. So temperature is definitely up there. For the momentum, market's a little bit warmer than it has been earlier this week. and last week. So we want to let our winners run on those good setups, and we want to cut those losers if it starts to go away from us, because the downside is definitely higher because the volatility is there, the upside is big, also the downside is big. You're never going to have only upside potential and no downside risk. You're always going to have that downside risk. So it's one thing to keep in mind. But if you have a profitable strategy and you can stay disciplined in those times of high volatility, you can make much more than you would on a normal average market day. So BMR, I hope, is a foreshadow of what we're going to see today. Made a move from $2.30 all the way up to $6.80. Let's take a look at percentage wise. That's about 185% move. So that's definitely what you like to see, especially waking up with a nice dose of FOMO. A lot of bulls in the market probably sitting down and they're being like, wow, I just missed this entire move here from $2.30 up to $6.80. I'm going to catch the next one. And now everyone's eyeing out, waiting for that next move. And a lot of people are eager to get into a stock that's going to make a move from 2 to 6 again. We could actually see a move like this again. So that's kind of how traders think sometimes, as sometimes that fear of missing out does get to us. And we're all itching to get into that next stock. So how's everyone doing this morning? Did you guys trade BMR yet? Let me know in the comments how your trades were in BMR, if you did make any trades on it. Did any of you guys trade it back in this area at 7:45 a.m. Eastern time? If you did, shout it out in the chat. So BMR is up on news, releasing ENVB. I don't even know how you say this. NVIDIA Corporation announced today the release of a video codec SDK, including a new APIs to support beamer imaging, content adapted bitrate, a library as part of a new NVIDIA encoder, features enablement. So pretty much a new product here, kind of centered around AI. So that's always good. AI definitely on a tear for these catalysts, and each stock that has a catalyst with AI seems to be running. We can see NVDA. Look at NVDA. This thing is up from $300 all the way up to almost $400 a share. This is a massive move, especially on a large name. So we could be getting some sympathy momentum on anything connected with this catalyst on NVDA, which is more so an AI type of catalyst. So any stock with an AI type of catalyst, you could be seeing that sympathy momentum in response to the NVDA move. Do I think NVDA is going to be the one to trade and look for another $50, $100 a share move? Probably not. It's probably already made the move overnight, unfortunately. People are probably going to be trading this probably for the break of 400. But it is very extended on the daily. If you take a look at the daily, you know, this thing has been grinding up from $100 just 6 months ago, 6 or 7 months ago, all the way up to $400 a share. It's definitely due for a correction at some point. I mean, it can't just go straight up for this long. We broke through all-time highs. I think we could probably make that extra surge through 400. However, today, I think we would see a fade later in the day. I don't think it's going to grind the whole day after this entire move. But, you know, sometimes I'm wrong. So if you're trading the large cap name, definitely stay disciplined as well. So very good news here on NVDA. A lot of price target catalysts also coming in onto it, so that could fuel a little momentum onto NVDA if you wanted to trade that. Yeah, very nice to see. So let's take a look at, we have a couple other stocks on watch here on the cap scanner. KBNT, let's take a look at KBNT. This one here is kind of hanging around $1. Yesterday, after hours, made a little bit of a move. Not much new catalyst on that, so that's going to be a hard maybe. WLDS, getting a little bit more volume than KBNT, so we might see a move on this one. I'm sorry if you guys hear that noise in the background. They are just power washing the side of the building. But yeah, WLDS is announced that the Mudra band for Apple Watch is available for pre-order. Probably not the best catalyst. So WLDS, hard maybe on WLDS. We'll keep it on the side chart. NA, that's a hard no on NA. Maybe a bottom bounce for those who are willing to trade backside stocks. This isn't my A+ setup. This is not my A+ setup, trading backside. But sometimes you do get that dip and then that retrace, and just kind of squeeze out any late shorts. So that could also be a play. IFBD. That's a hard maybe. No news on it though, so I think the main one is just going to be BMR. I think we could see that retest of the high before we go backside. Even though we did make a big move already. Didn't really clear out the highs yet for that retest. So I think we can see a move on that. But yeah, so that's it for my watch list. I'm going to shut it down early just because the guys outside are power washing, and it's a little bit annoying to hear. So I just wanted to go over my watch list. So thank you guys for tuning in. BMR is going to be one to watch for me. But yeah, I'm going to shut it down here because these guys are working and it's just a little bit too loud. I might even put on my noise canceling headphones while I trade. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hit that thumbs up button. Also subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber. And I'll see you guys in the next